Something else we've been following for a while. An Indiana roofing company accused of taking people's money and not completing repair work has ties to a convicted felon.
And now Indiana's Attorney General may get involved. IT-Mate's Bennett Haberly joins us with an update to his investigation from earlier this week. Bennett.
Brooke and Eric, a judge sentenced the former manager of Green Frog Restoration for defrauding more than 40 victims in Ohio when he worked for a different roofing company. Unknowingly, Indiana customers of Green Frog Restoration may have paid to have their roofs repaired, but documents show their money may have gone to pay back scam victims in Ohio. It's a story you'll see only on 24 Hour News 8. The winds are calm outside Wanda Mulkey's home. But inside, a storm has been brewing.
Any thunder you hear, it'll be me.
The 83-year-old says the proverbial cloud started to form earlier this year.
And I'm not happy.
When workers she hired from Green Frog Restoration showed up uninvited one day to collect money to repair her roof.
He came a week early. And when I walked the door, I said, "What the hell are you guys doing here at this hour? You're not even supposed to be here." I was not very nice.
Reluctant to fork over her entire insurance check, Wanda wrote Green Frog a personal check worth $2,500, roughly half the cost of her repairs.
Never heard another word from him in any way, shape, or form.
That was mid-April. Her roof has never been fixed. And since that time, she's held on to a sea of paperwork, writing and calling the Attorney General's office, Green Frog, and the company's now former attorney.
I want to see which side of his mouth he talked out of.
On June 9th, she got a response from the Indiana Attorney General's office. The documents included an email from Green Frog's attorney stating that the company was under new management and is facing cash flow issues as a direct result of mismanagement and misappropriation of company funds by a prior manager. That prior manager, the documents state, is James Martin Twaddle, who authorities say also went by the name Jim Martin. Twaddle was sentenced in March to a 5-year prison term in Ohio related to fraud charges, where prosecutors said he ran a roofing scheme where customers would pay money, but repair work was never finished.
Wonder why I got it.
The documents mailed to Wanda also included supplemental information by Green Frog's former attorney that alleged Twaddle transferred $150,000 in Green Frog money to his Ohio attorney, with the understanding that the money would be immediately returned to Green Frog, but instead was used to pay restitution to Twaddle's victims in Ohio. The funds transferred were allegedly derived from Green Frog customers in Indiana.
This stuff will drive you crazy, I'm telling you.
While the documents also claimed new management was trying to recover the funds, the money might already be gone. The Ohio Attorney General's office tells us that all 40 victims there have been paid restitution totaling more than $153,000. And now we've learned the Indiana Attorney General's office plans to sue Green Frog.
It's unbelievable. I mean, I did business with criminals, and I didn't realize it.
It's been almost a year for Randy White, who signed over $6,000 in insurance money for Green Frog to repair his roof, which has still not been fixed.
When I saw his photograph, I said, absolutely, this man was on my roof this time last year.
How certain?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%, no doubt in my mind. This is the man that was on my roof.
Days after Twaddle's sentencing in late March, Randy White said he got a letter from Green Frog Restoration telling him that a Jim Martin was among 2 employees who no longer work there. Green Frog's Carmel office now appears to be vacant. I wanted to give you an opportunity to speak. The current manager did not respond to multiple phone messages we left her. Green Frog's attorney also says he no longer represents them. Wanda says she's left with a few choice words.
Message for who? Green Frog?
Yeah.
They better be wishing they's back tadpoles. Because they sure aren't going any farther as a frog. They took one leap too many.
Randy White and Wanda Mulkey are 2 of 25 customers who complained to the Attorney General's office about Green Frog Restoration. Sources tell us that the AG might not go after James Twaddle because he's already in prison. The lesson here, of course, authorities say don't pay for the work in full in advance because there's a chance, obviously, that this could happen.
Somebody's going to take advantage of it sometimes. Now, the office was in Carmel. Has the Carmel Police Department investigated?
Well, they've investigated that allegation about the wire transfer earlier this year, but they filed no charges and talked to prosecutors. It ended up not going to court because the current manager allegedly knew that Twaddle had access to the bank accounts.
All right. Bennett, thanks so much for the update.